Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and the rain is exiting rather quickly this morning before sunrise, rapidly through the New York City metropolitan area, the coastal regions of New Jersey and Long Island. Sunshine is on the way, but very windy conditions and rapidly falling temperatures during the next couple of hours. This is the video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the 2nd of March, 2016. As of this broadcast at 6:30 this morning, a strong cold front is making its way through eastern and coastal New Jersey. Temperatures this morning are generally in the 50s with southwesterly winds behind the cold front. The rain is now exiting into New York City, coastal New Jersey, and into Long Island and Connecticut. Will rapidly move to the east over the next hour or so. Gusty winds in the wake here with rapidly clearing skies across central and eastern Pennsylvania this morning, and wind gusts into the 20s and 30s as temperatures begin to fall from the upper 40s to around 50 this morning. And well behind the cold front, temperatures are already falling into the 20s and low to mid 30s. Temperatures will stabilize over the next couple of hours as the winds become strong and gusty from mid-morning into early afternoon. The winds will begin to die off just a little bit this afternoon, but it's still going to be a very blustery day with rapidly falling temperatures and sunny conditions by the middle to the late part of the afternoon. Actually, by the later part of this morning across all forecast regions into the afternoon. Watches, warnings, and advisories on the New Jersey coastal waters in the back bays of Delaware. Here we have a gale warning in effect until 7 this evening, and this is for southwest winds at 15 to 25 knots, gust up to 35 knots, overnight becoming west to northwest early this morning. Seas 2 to 4 feet across the region. For the New York waters here and Connecticut and Long Island, South Shore and North Shore, we have a gale warning in effect until 6 this evening. Again, for south winds at 20 to 30 knots, gust up to 35 knots, becoming southwest, gusts up to 40 knots this morning, and then northwest with gusts up to 35 knots in this afternoon. Seas 7 to 10 feet on the oceans, 3 to 5 feet off the central and eastern Long Island Sound. Morning paths of visible satellite imagery this morning shows our cloud deck with our cold front moving through rapidly right now. And as of earlier this morning, maybe within the last 45 minutes, we have clearing skies across central and eastern Pennsylvania. Downslope that with the cold air, we have stratocumulus clouds moving in. Lots of dry air here through central and eastern Pennsylvania. Cold dome just to the west here. All the lifting now over the last hour across eastern New Jersey into New York City, Connecticut, and Long Island. That's rapidly moving away to the east. And the current Doppler radar mosaic shows the rain also coming to an end across coastal New Jersey into New York City and Long Island this morning. On the aviational weather deck today, southwesterly winds at ahead of the cold front and after it gusting to 25 to 30 knots. The front will move through. It's doing so over right now as we speak at around 7, 8 o'clock this morning. Winds behind it will turn westerly and then northwest this morning. Expect a window of about an hour or so through this afternoon, actually earlier this afternoon, where the gust could be as high as 30 to 35 knots. Isolated gusts to 40 knots cannot be ruled out late this morning. Northwest winds will subside gradually over the course of the afternoon, but still gust up to 25 to 30 knots. An area of showers moving through the terminals early this morning. Restrictions primarily in the MVFR range, but everything's already looking like it's going back over to VFR through the region. Wind gusts should diminish late this evening, and this should be followed by northwesterly winds at around 10 knots overnight. Thursday VFR conditions. Thursday night and Friday, snow possible as low pressure passes south of the area, leading to IFR conditions. Wind should also gust to 25 to 30 knots mainly on Friday. Friday night and Saturday, VFR. Saturday night and Sunday, MVFR and IFR possible with a chance of snow showers as an area of low pressure passes south of the area. Again, conditions will improve through the day if this occurs. I'm quite congested this morning, as you can hear. Right now, outside of Newark, it's warm. It's 50, but it's not going to last that way over the next couple of hours. Dew point 45, that's going to dry out too. Right now, humidity 82%. The wind is southwest of 10. Visibilities are 8 and light rain, and that's already out of here this morning. This was at the hourly observation earlier. The rain has also exited Newark this morning, and the skies are broken to overcast with clearing conditions on the way and windy conditions too on the tarmacs late this morning. Philadelphia is warm right now, but that's going to change too in the next couple of hours. 52, dew point 44, humidity 74%. The wind is southwest at 16. And again, conditions will be improving, but the winds will also be increasing across the region over the next couple of hours. VFR conditions in place. NAM 12-kilometer composite reflectivity forecast over the next 84 hours. Rain exits quickly as it's doing so this morning. and rapidly clearing skies, windy conditions this afternoon, and rapidly falling temperatures. We'll get to the temperature forecast in just a moment. Here comes our next system towards the Ohio River Valley with the secondary forming here and then heading off the Carolina coast as we head into Thursday night and Friday. It's going to start off as light snow from southwest to northeast on Thursday afternoon. Maybe a little bit of light rain here in central and southern New Jersey and the Delmar, but that should go over to light snow too. And then as the storm deepens further off the Carolina coast, everything just goes over to snow, and it should be snowing pretty lightly across the forecast region overnight, Thursday night into Friday morning. Light precipitation amounts expected with this snow. We could get an inch or two. We'll get to that in just a moment. The snow exits the region primarily as snow showers by Friday afternoon on the northern fringe as the storm heads off the coast. And then a drier weekend coming in with the exception of this next system coming in with a cold front and a clipper here across southeastern Canada. And this will take us into the forecast period of Saturday night and Sunday, and we'll get to that in a moment. This next clipper will dive down on Saturday evening towards the Delmarva region here, and this could produce a swath of very light snow showers or light snow on late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, central and east, and then out it goes. There should be very little accumulation with this, but a coating on the ground as the temperatures will be below freezing. And then just a cold air mass retreating and then gradual warming into early next week as high pressure builds off the southeastern coast and warm air is transported up with our increasing heights and thicknesses here into early next week. We could get into a period to middle part of next week where temperatures rebound about 10 to 15 to 20 degrees above normal from where they are this morning, and where they'll be over the next 24 hours of 10 to 15 degrees locally higher than that below normal. So massive changes in structure of atmosphere and air mass exchange over the next couple of days into early next week. GFS is the higher of the amounts across the region, with a couple of inches to the coast and up to 3 inches over the interior of northwestern New Jersey. The lower scale, with the higher scale resolution models, use the 12Z for example, just under an inch here central and southern New Jersey, where a little rain mixes in early, up to 2 inches across northwestern New Jersey. So, of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation for Thursday night and Friday. My voice is out this morning with allergies, so that's it for today. For everything live, it's always GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a safe Wednesday. We'll be back in video form on Thursday.